Hello, beautiful souls, divine beings. Welcome in this lovely space with me. In today's reading, we're gonna look into the energies or the portals, the doors of opportunity that are around you at this moment. And we're gonna take a look from the perspective of your higher self on these energies and or portals of opportunity around you, and we're gonna look into how to bridge them, if there might be some obstacles to open to go into these opportunities, or if there are some challenges with certain energies that are around you. We're gonna look into how to bridge them or how to navigate through them. So if you are interested in that, I will see you in your reading. Hello, beautiful souls, divine beings. Welcome in this lovely space with me. Whomever chose pile one, I have a message for you. And for you, pile one, I pulled already a card and some runes for your overall energy. And we get Turisas in reverse and Gebo, which is Gebo is partnership, and this is it's Tor. It's a place of non-action. It's a gateway, but a place of non-action. And it's in reversed. And then we get the Chariot also. So there is this movement, non-movement, action, non-action. And related to relationships outside of yourself, but this can also relate to relationships within yourself. So I feel in here there is like kind of this doubt of I want to move, but I'm not sure if I should move. There is also in here an energy of should I stay or should I go? Should I stay or should I go now? There are a lot of messages also here. Your guidance is offering you a lot of messages, sending you a lot of signs. A lot I feel in here. And these messages are reaching you very clear. Although there is this action, non-action. So it's very possible also that you get double messages here. That your guidance is sending you double messages, or you are perceiving a double meaning in the message. Let's look what is around you here. But I mainly feel you also before, when I start preparing the space for this pile, I felt a nervousness coming up. Stomach area. Stomach area, sacral and solar plexus area. So there is kind of a nervousness. And I hear it again, should I stay or should I go now? So this is significant for some. So movement, non-movement. There is quite a lot of emotions involved also in here, which can cause the resistance to go into a certain direction. Although I do feel there is this double messages that are coming in. It's like when you ask yourself that question, should I stay or should I go now? You receive guidance. and then your mind kicks in. So, okay, that's why. Because for me, it's not clear if it's to go or to stay, and this is different. It's different for it's a collective reading. Some, if you are asking yourself this question, should I stay or should I go? For some, it's better to stay. For some, it's better to go. But whenever in this doubtful state, it's always a moment to reflect, to contemplate, to meditate, to be with yourself and come to a place of peace. And whatever situation you are in, when you are in this place of peace and you ask yourself again the question in connection with your guidance, should I stay or should I go? If you are in inner peace, you will receive the right answer for this. And it's possible that afterwards the mind kicks in, fear kicks in, and you start doubting again. But what you feel when you are in inner peace is your right thing to do. If you are in inner peace and you don't get a clear answer on should I stay or should I go, it's not the moment to make a decision. There is an energy also in here for some to feel very alienated, to feel like also a double meaning in here. I feel not having the feeling of not being in the right place with yourself, with your surroundings, as yourself within your surroundings. But there is also something in here of discovering new places. So both. Let me look into the energies around you. There is, I do feel a lot of movement in here. But then again, there is this non-action, right? So, let's see. We have the door to romance on the bottom of the deck. And with these partnerships, for some, this is about a romantic partner, a romantic relationship. The should I stay or should I go? Appreciation, envy, and woman holding a heart. Okay. Let me go a little bit deeper in here. A message in here already is that whatever you do, wherever you are, being grateful is always a very powerful place to be in, and it also opens you up to see more beauty in whatever situation you are, whatever your circumstances. So there is an emphasis here on be grateful. There is always something to be grateful for, and focus also on that. With the woman holding a heart here, I also feel a double message in here. It comes back a lot, no, these double messages, and this is also what I feel in your energy, this double. I don't know. Should I stay or should I go? I have no idea. Which is okay. Which is okay. But with this woman holding a heart, there is a message in here of, again, according to love relationships, is this, if this question is about a romantic relationship, then it's also there coming back into this, I'm holding my own heart. I'm holding my own heart in love, in care, in peace, in respect, in worth for myself. And from there, I feel what my heart is calling me to do. Which can be, again, it can be the going or it can be the staying. Because I also feel for some there is a situation here, a romantic partnership that is very fresh and very new. Maybe it's an existing one, but the energy feels very fresh. So there is something anew within that relationship, or a completely new relationship that is presented to you or will be presented to you, and where you might go into fear because of what happened to you in the past. What happened, nothing ever happens to us, but in the experience of what happened to you within relationships, that you have put on a mask, put on an armor, put on boundaries that are causing now to resist something that might be very beautiful, and something that you can also be very grateful for if you allow yourself to open up in that way. Again, I hear. So this is for some an existing relationship, someone from your past, a past life, or just an invitation to open again your heart into love, for sharing love with another being. This envy, let me look into this envy. What is this about? There is an invitation in here also to allow your enthusiasm, allow your inner child, your joy, your joyful spirit, allow them to express, because there is really an invitation in here. The energy around you, the doors opening around you, or closing around you. There is an invitation in here for your inner child, your joyful spirit, to come out to play. Also allow your passion, your creativity. So this is solar and sacral that are again highlighted in here. Allow them to express themselves, or allow yourself to express yourself also through the qualities of these chakras, of these energy points. But this envy, what is this about? There is the door to romance is here, but I also feel that there is like a lot of romance hanging around you. You might also be very attractive or get a lot of attention from other people in this time. And people also really appreciating you. And the appreciation here is, it's about your external, but it's mainly your inner energy that is reflecting outwards, and people see that. People see you there and appreciate you. So you are radiating bright, I hear. And then again, there is this romance hanging around you, which feels very beautiful. It also feels very, again, this childlike spirit that is here. It feels very innocent. It feels very soft, and it's really romantic. So if you are not a romantic soul, then maybe this part is not for you. But I really feel in here this sweet romance. And also the sweet romance towards yourself. So coming back to whatever situation you are in, if this is a situation that you feel I should go or you are doubting, then it's about this sweet romance for yourself. This um, loving, caring, sweet space for you. This envy, what is this about? Hmm. Okay, that's beautiful. So we have here strength, the Three of Swords, and the World. So what I feel here with this envy, this is an energy that you have been working with, have been confronted, and that transformation, beautiful. So it's an energy that you have been working with, alchemizing, um, where you acknowledged the place of envy. Jealousy is also in here. Comparison with others is also in here. So it's something that you honestly chose to look at. If not, then there is an invitation in there to honestly look at um, feelings and emotions that are falling under this envy, jealousy, comparison. And there is strength, Three of Swords. So what I mainly feel in here is this is an energy from the past, which has hurt, caused a lot of hurt to yourself and to others also within your relationships. And there is, with the strength also, I feel in here that you took on a place of self-love and self-care for yourself, that you really chose to work through that you took the courage to face this, which is a shadow. And it's you chose to do the shadow work there. And the fact that it comes out here with the world and with that is that for some of you this is completed, and for others of you, you are moving into a process of completing this, or there is an opportunity in here to complete this. And the fact that it comes out all together like this is also, or you have worked through this already, if or you have worked through this already, and then your path is very beautifully open for this new romance also, or to say goodbye to something that is not serving you anymore. But here, if you have worked through this process, if it's completed, your path is beautifully open into this door to romance, into an relationship or relationship connections that you feel very appreciative for. If you are still working through this or feel invited to work through this, then there is an invitation in here to work through that, work through whatever is related to envy, jealousy, comparison. Face that, which will open you up into new connections and new way of relating and connecting to other people, to other beings. And they're coming back to this, should I stay or should I go now? It's also looking at yourself and knowing, did you work through this or not? And for some, this is also um, linked or related to the actual answer on that question. Should I stay or should I go now? This might also be an energy from someone else, although I mainly feel this is about you. As it comes through here, it's also under your main energy. So I feel for most of you, this is a shadow of yourself. So a lot of love that is coming out here. Self-love and love, again, this romance that is hanging around you. This innocence that is here, this beautiful childlike spirit that is here. Very lovely, lovely energy that is here. And it's beautiful with the world and with the death card, this transition, this transformation into completion. Completing something that was painful, that was hurtful, into this lovely, lovely energy. This lovely energy where you can appreciate yourself and everything that is around you. I want to pull one more here for you. Just a small message that's still asking for my attention. Oppa. 99 soothing sounds. 99, this is a big, big ending, right? So this comes together with the completion and with the death card. And then this soothing sounds. Why the soothing sounds? The main message in here is it comes together with this romance that is hanging around you. It feels all very soothing. It's the appreciation that is also in there, this lovely energy. It's very soothing, and it's soothing your soul. So it's around you in this moment. On the other side, it can also be helpful to listen to soothing sounds, whatever that is for you. It can be in nature, this can be in the form of music, this can be in frequencies, whatever. Something that feels soothing to listen to. And there is a small message in here for someone or some that there is online, there is something that you, let me clarify this. There is like some online a message or something that is trying to reach you or is coming to you or has reached you already, which is also related to this with the Two of Swords. Yeah, this is related to the should I stay or should I go with Two of Swords coming out. Should I stay or should I go? There is like a link to something, a message that you receive, email or something that comes through the web, to the World Wide Web, to online I mainly, it can be something else also with your guidance, but I mainly feel in here it's very specific about a message or an email that you have received or will receive, or a message um, which can help you with the decision, should I stay or should I go now, or which will cause you to put you into the position of, I have to make a choice now, should I stay or should I go now. On the other hand, what is also here is again this um, connect, which is also the online connect, find that place of peace within, and from there ask the question, should I stay or should I go? Okay, my dear beautiful pile one, this is what I have for you. I hope you enjoyed the reading. I hope this was helpful, and I'm sending lots of love, lots of light, lots of peace and blessings for each and every one. Hello, beautiful souls, divine beings. Welcome in this lovely space with me. Whomever chose pile 2, I have a message for you. And for you, pile 2, I pulled already a card and some runes. And what comes out for you is Berkana, which is the rune of growth, and Pert, which is an initiation, something that is hidden, and Pert comes out in reversed. Berkana is growth. And the Two of Swords also comes out for you. And this is your overall energy. What I feel in here for you, pile 2, is there is this energy of I'm having to make a choice according to something. But for you, it mainly feels like it's an inner choice. It's a choice of perceiving. It's a choice of how do I choose to perceive this. There is some sadness also that is lingering in here. And the sadness here feels related to letting go of something from which you know it doesn't serve you anymore, but it brings up sadness. The sadness is also, it's related to something old. Why I also make the link with this is something that you choose to let go of, which doesn't serve you anymore. Or this is sadness that is from a past situation that is now resurfacing in some way. And again, coming back to this Two of Swords here, for you it really feels like an invitation to, with also Berkana, with the growth here, an invitation to put into practice what you have learned up until this moment, to choose to look at the situation that you are in, to look at that from a different perspective. Because I do feel a lot of growth in here. But there is something, again, with this sadness, it's like a situation rises, which might be a situation from the past, or it's something similar from the past. It brings up sadness within you. And then there is this, how are you now choosing to handle this? How are you now choosing to perceive this when you bring everything that you have learned up until this moment, when you bring that into this situation? Can you, from out of that new gained new gained consciousness, can you now perceive this situation different? What I also feel in here is staying the observer of. If the sadness rises, it's okay that the sadness is there. Just hold space for it. Don't identify with it, which you might have done in the past. And also in here is this invitation of just seeing it for what it is. When the sadness rises and, for example, you feel like crying, maybe you don't even know why you are crying, but the tears are just running. Allow them to run, because it's a way also of releasing. It's making space for something different. And it's releasing energy that wants to move out of your system, out of your energy. So, how do you choose to perceive the situation that you are in with your newfound consciousness? With the pert also in reversed, this is like it's something hidden. It's some kind of an initiation also, but it's in reversed. So this speaks about a certain old way that is coming to an end also, and where you are invited to just let that go, to release, because your old way of doing things is not serving you anymore. It doesn't, it's it's impossible to still do the things the way you did them with your newfound consciousness. Or impossible, it feels very unnatural in here. But again, if it's this an old way that is coming to an end, it still brings up a certain kind of grief, because we are leaving something behind, even though we know that it's not, that we what we are leaving behind is not for our highest good. So we know that is the best thing to do, but it can still bring up grief with sadness also. So again, your invitation here is in your choice of perceiving wherever you are now, whatever rises within you now, whatever you feel, whatever you think, whatever you experience. Let's see the energies around you. I also feel in here an opening of your third eye, an opening of your crown, an activation of these chakras, of these energy points within you. So a heightened activation there, or a heightened um, don't find the word for that, heightened activity in those energy points within you. So you are very open to receive higher guidance in decision. Let's see here. The world, which is a completion, victory. We have 28, 29, which is it's an energy of progress, which really comes together with this Berkana growth. Woman holding a coin, and the magician and the mirror. Wow, that's very, very beautiful energy that is surrounding you at this moment. Very beautiful energy, very positive energy also. Despite this sadness that is hanging here, what is around you is an energy of victory, of completion, of abundance, of wealth, of prosperity, and of creation, of manifesting, of balance, of harmony. So very beautiful energy in here. And then on the bottom of the deck, we have this indecision that is there. So it's again this, you have the Two of Swords, which is a card of choices. And then there is this indecision. So it really feels like all these beautiful energies that are around you in this moment, for you to bridge them, for you to be able to perceive them, is about your choice of perception. It is about your choice of how do you look into this sadness or this grief that might still rise within you. These lower frequency feelings that are presenting themselves, it's about how do you perceive them, how do you handle them, how do you choose to look at them. You can see them as being challenges, or you can see them as being opportunities to grow. Again, Berkana, the growth that is here. What I also feel in here with the world is this, it's a completion of an initiation. And that I also feel like whatever situation you are in now, it's about putting into practice what you have been initiated in up until this moment. And if you make there the choice to look at this from your highest possible perspective, to don't identify with the, the grief or the sadness or the pain that rises, but just allow space for that to be there, hold it in a loving place. When you choose that highest perspective, you are also opening yourself up to this completion. It comes with it. It is the process of completion. You are opening yourself up to victory. You are opening yourself up to this abundance, this wealth, this prosperity. And then the magic, the manifestation, the creation that is there. There is also psychic, again, this third eye crown chakra that has been activating or activated. So a very heightened awareness of guidance, messages, insights, your intuition that is very strong also. So this is all accelerating also according to the choices that you make about whatever rises that is unpleasant to feel. But very beautiful energy around you, pile 2, really. It feels very promising. There is nothing around you now that feels off. So whatever you are going through that does feel off, it's this inner process that it's an invitation. Wow, it's an invitation. It's an invitation to put into practice what you have learned up until now according to your inner processes. And when you choose there the highest possible perspective, all the rest feels very pleasant, what is around you. There is acknowledgement around you also with this victory. Acknowledgement from yourself. I feel in here acknowledgement from your team, from your higher guidance. And this might also come back in the form of other people or other beings acknowledging you. But also in here, I mainly feel this this inner acknowledgement, which is you in connection with your guidance. Let me see what else is here. The magic and the mirror that brings up, of course, this magical vibe that is here. This It's like a mystical vibe hanging around also here. And I pull one card and I get beings are surrounding you. So a lot of interaction with the unseen I also feel in here, which is already active or will be activated or activated more, which are your gifts and your experience of connecting with the unseen that has been accelerated. The abundance, the energy of abundance and wealth and prosperity and resources also feels very connected with your with this mystical vibe that is here, which are your gifts, your connection with the unseen. So the unseen has a big part in the manifestation and the creation of this wealth, prosperity, abundance. There is a big link here with your connection to the unseen and your own gifts in there. So this might be an opportunity for you that opens up, which allows you to use your own gifts, which allows you to use your connection to your guidance, to create for yourself a project or some kind of job, work, career that brings in this prosperity, this wealth, this abundance, or brings in a form of, because it's not only it's not only about money. This is really the experience of being luxurious, being wealthy, being prosperous. But a very strong connection I do feel in here. A very strong connection with the unseen in here. Also with the Magician and the Mirror, what I feel in here is coming back to whatever feels unpleasant for you now. It's this reflex of directly reflecting up onto you and to see, like, what is this mirroring to me? What is this situation or this feeling that rises? What does that mirror to me? What does that say about me? And then how do I choose now, with everything, with all the knowledge, with all the wisdom I have gained up until this point? How do I now choose to handle that? There is also a lot of self-awareness in here. A lot of self-awareness about what I just said, about this automatism of reflecting to yourself. But there is also opportunities around you um, that vibrate with your awareness of yourself, wherever you are. So this is it's kind of a justice energy in here also. You reap what you sow, also, I hear. But it feels mystical and it feels mystical, spiritual. Magical. So it's a very positive vibe that I get from this. So opportunities are hanging around you that are also vibrating or resonating with you on that level, or also mirroring you on that level. here? Union. And bathing in your visions. What I feel in here is an invitation for whatever visions you have for yourself to spend even more time bathing in them, experiencing them as being real, which they are. As you can imagine them, they are existing. But what I also feel in here is the visions that you had for yourself are coming into your physical reality. They are hanging around you. And again, it's about the choices that you make, about your perception, your inner choices, which also opens the portals or opens the gates to these visions that you had or have for yourself. This divine union or union, divine union, is your connection with yourself, your connection with your guidance, with God's source spirit. But for some, it's also union with a significant other, or union with people, situations, circumstances, opportunities that feel very much in union with your true self. And again, I hear in here self-awareness. So in whatever level you are aware of your own self, this is coming back to you. And this feels very divine. Again, this mystical vibe that is here. High vibe. What else is here? Want to look into the world, which is asking for a clarification on the bridging of. The lotus flower is here also. So this growing through the mud, growing in the dark, and once you arrive at the surface, it's one of the most beautiful flowers there is, and it's clean, it's pure. So there is also, and it's coming with the world, so there is also this acknowledgement towards yourself to see where you come from, all the mud, the dirty water that you have struggled through, and now allowing yourself to bloom in this space of completing something. It's your time to come to the surface and to open up the flower that you are, to bloom, to allow yourself to bloom, to allow yourself to also receive the light that is now easily shining upon you. While before you had to find your way to it, while now it's just being received by you. So also that is within the completion of. Receiving the light in your purest form. And also receiving the light in its purest form. Because there is no more dirty water or no more mud between you and the light. Which is your own light, your inner light, but it's also God's source spirit, whatever you connect to easily receive that nourishment, that divine essence. You just have to receive it. This is 29, also the world in here. So this is an 11, which is another portal. It's another gateway. And there is something in between. The 7 of Swords in between. So I feel in here this illusion that is falling away with the King of Cups. So this is seeing the truth through the illusion, which comes back to the choices that you make about how do you choose to perceive any illusion. Anything that comes into your awareness, how do you choose to perceive that? And when you come from this place of being the King of Cups, this is a mature leadership's position. It's an energy that is very in contact with their own feelings. It's very in contact with their own, or is very responsible and very devoted for their own inner being. It's an energy that is very connected with God, Source, Spirit. It's an energy that knows where to fill up their own cup. So in between that, in between the completion and you, is this King of Cups over the 7 of Swords, which is this mature leadership's position over any illusion that is playing out within you. So the choice of perception. In between you and this victory, this is a very beautiful energy also, this victory. The Hermit. Which is an invitation to follow your inner guidance. And I felt that already in here. Your intuition is very strong, your gifts are very strong, and it's your inner light again. That light within you, going back to the example of the lotus flower, your light within and your light, your connection to God, Source, Spirit. And here also this is bridging you into victory. When you find that place within yourself where you are shining from within into the darkness, into any illusion, into any dark spots within you, you are stepping into the gateway or into the portal of victory. So also here it's about putting into practice what you have learned up until this moment. And I feel I want to pull one more here with this mystical energy that is hanging here. Beautiful. 10 of Cups. So how do you bridge yourself? How do you bridge between yourself and this mystical, abundant, wealthy, prosperous energy of manifestation, energy of creation? How do you bridge that? It's with the energy of the 10 of Cups, which is being fulfilled within, feeling feeling love, feeling joy, feeling bliss, feeling grace, feeling happiness. feeling that, embodying that. And this also puts you into the portal to this woman holding a coin and the magician and the mirror. So for you, pile 2, very beautiful energy that is around you. And it's just, once more, it's about your own perception. How do you choose to perceive whatever triggers your awareness, whatever is unpleasant to feel, but not only what is unpleasant, it's about your inner experience. How do you handle that now with everything that you have learned up until this moment? Very beautiful energy. Okay, my dear beautiful pile 2, this is what I have for you. I hope you enjoyed the reading. I hope this was helpful, and I'm sending lots of love, lots of light, lots of peace and blessings for each and every one. Hello, beautiful souls, divine beings. Welcome in this lovely space with me. Whoever chose pile 3, I have a message for you. And for you, pile 3, I pulled already some runes and a card. And for your overall energy. And for you, there comes out breakthrough. Breakthrough and the Raido, which is the rune of communication, and Fehu, which is the messenger rune, both in reversed. So your overall energy is, there is something here about communication that was blocked before, messages that were received or perceived, not received or not perceived, or wrongly perceived, that are now, it's breaking through. There is clarity coming in. There is a kind of a trickster energy that felt present upon you, I have to say. Some kind of trickster energy, which is now being released, or being, there is a breakthrough through that. It's like a veil, a blindfold was on your communication, on certain messages, which can be your communication with God, Source Spirit, with your own intuition, but also from outside. Something that was trying to reach you, but that couldn't reach you because of some kind of trickster energy, which also had its purpose. But this is now, there is a breakthrough through that. The veil is lifted, the fog is lifting, the blindfold has been taken off, is falling off, and there is clarity coming in. Or the messages that were blocked before have now a free flow into you or to you. I also feel a very abundant, independent energy within your presence, or a very abundant, independent presence within your energy. Which is interesting that I put it like that. I change the presence and the energy because it feels both. And this comes like together with the mixed messages or the blocked communication, the blocked signs that were trying to come to you. It's now they are coming in their fullness, which it's like all the messages were blocked before, or the communication was blocked before. I feel a lot coming through in here. This can also be with another person, blocked communication, or just a little bit of the information that was coming through, but because it was not there in its fullness, also the interpretation of it or the translation of these messages were wrong in a sense, incomplete. So if it was completely blocked, there is a breakthrough. If it was like a sieve of information coming through, which created a misinterpretation of the essence of the messages, this is now, the sieve is gone. So a lot of clarity here. I feel a lot of opening in here. And then again, there is this independent, abundant energy and presence within your reading, within you. What I also feel in here is something that is or was fenced is opening up. And I also get the feel, the energy of the Eight of Swords with this one. Anything that felt imprisoned, although the Eight of Swords is really about the mental, your mental activity. And this really feels, it feels mainly external of you. There is something mysterious here. Again, this trickster energy, which feels like an outside force. And don't get me wrong, this is nothing to be fearful of or to judge as being evil. It's not that evil is the veil, right? It had its purpose. There was a reason for this, which will also become clear. But it does feel like something external has put a fence around you, or around you, mainly around you, and at the roots leading to you. Again, blockages or just a little bit of information that was able to come through before, which is now opening up. Interesting energy here. So let's see what is around you here. If we can have a look into there. A different awareness of colors I also feel in here. There is like a brightening up of certain colors, which it feels related to your inside and to your outside. Something with colors is changing also. There is a lot of blue that is coming through here, which is your ability to speak, it's your ability to express, but it's also communication. Communication with the self, communication with your guidance, communication with your external world. There is a big shift in there also. And then the roots, the root chakra is also very much affected by this, which is the material world. It's the physical world. It's security also, feeling stable, which I feel in here, this independent, abundant energy. There is something about your stability which is also shifting by this opening up of, or by this releasing of this trickster energy. It has an effect on your root chakra, mainly root chakra and throat chakra. Influx, I also hear in here. So influx of information, but also an allowance of this, the main qualities of these chakras, of these energy points within you, the expression of that, the main energy that is now able to take its full space, which was not possible before. Again, that fence, it was not possible, it was fenced in. It was not able to take all the space it's supposed to take. And this also relates to you. You were not able to take the space, to take all the space that you are supposed to take, which you will be able now. Very interesting energy here. Let me look a little bit deeper in here. What is around you at this moment? Because this is all your energy. This is all happening within you. Although I feel in here this external. Let's see. The breakthrough is happening within you. Strategy on the bottom of the deck. Again, there is something mysterious here in this pile. A key will be offered to you now to open the locks that were closed before. Archangel Ariel with the sacral chakra, broken heart, 36 and 9, which is both a 9. Archangel Raphael with the heart chakra and the thinking man. Interesting energy. With the two archangels coming out here, in the energy that is around you, I feel this trickster energy, whatever that was, whatever that is, it's being taken care of by the divine. You are held by the angels, and they are bringing justice to this situation. But it's not up to you to bring justice to this situation. Again, this is something you had to go through. It had its purpose. But at some point, this also went quite out of balance because you were very unaware of something. And your angels are very much protecting you in here. They are very much taking care of this. With the broken heart that is here, and then also with this independent energy that is here, it might be that this trickster energy is related to a certain relationship that you had, or a certain situation that broke your heart, that was very painful for your heart. Again, this is something that you had to go through, so don't point any fingers outwards. This is an experience that your soul chose to go through to come to a place of growth and healing. A very powerful one, which was also a very painful one. It was not an easy one to go through. But then again, at some point, there was this kind of unbalance. And that's where your higher guidance or your angels really stepped in, which might also have been you who said, I surrender this. It's not up to me to carry this. I give this to you, God, Source, Spirit. I surrender this to you. Take care of it. And it's been taken care of also. The imbalance that was there might also have to... There can be many reasons for that, but it feels like, and also how it's been shown here, is that at a certain point you were very near to going into a certain direction that would have caused a lot more pain. And there something happens. Or you had a strong prayer, or you said something, you did something, something happened which allowed you to... I'm being shown here this it's a train track where the... how you call that? Um, it's the the track, but it's going in two directions. And then there is this thing that closes one direction, so the train goes straight. And I'm being shown that. So you were at a certain point almost going into a direction which would have caused you even more pain. And there, divine force stepped in and closed this. So you stayed, or just went a little bit off track, and still were pushed into a certain direction, which was a lot better than the other direction that you were almost going into. Very divinely protected, I feel, in here. You are very guided, very, very guided, very protected by high beings. So a big mission here also. The strategy and the thinking man. Let me go a little bit deeper in there. What is this about? Okay. So the thinking man and the strategy, and I want to clarify that. What is that energy that is hanging around you? This is a possibility where it's possible that you go into a certain way of acting, thinking, strategizing, building a strategy according to a certain situation, But this is an old way of doing things. And this is related to whatever happened. This is kind of a survival mechanism that you have taken on, to guide you through the obstacles or through certain obstacles that you went through. And your higher self is coming through here with the the message to don't do that. Don't strategize your way through a certain situation. I'm going to clarify a little bit more, but it's just like it's coming through already, is that it's just a little warning from your higher self to don't act only from your mind, from your head. Make sure that your heart, also it's under the broken heart, make sure that your heart is having the last word. And your heart, your healed heart, not the broken heart. So don't act from a place of pain. Don't act from a place of hurt. Don't act from a place of taken on behavior that is a consequence of being hurt. That's the warning in here. So always come back to your inner state of love, of peace, of gratitude, your connection to God, Source, Spirit, into whatever situation that is around you. And then from there act, not only from your head. Because this is something we have here, the Four of Cups and the Four of Pentacles. 4-4 also, so this is something that is with the Four of Cups also, something that is a certain behavior that is quite deep rooted in you to act like that because of everything you went through. So there is here this invitation to don't do that with the Four of Cups, because the divine is offering you something, and if you're going to act in that way like you are used to, you might miss out on a beautiful opportunity that's around you at this time. If you do act in that way, it doesn't mean that you don't get another chance. So if you go into your old behavior, it's okay. Catch yourself, forgive, release, let go, surrender, and choose or do your utmost best to make a different choice next time. But there is a certain opportunity around you, which is an opportunity that is also very divinely guided. It's also really coming from God, Source, Spirit, that is offering you a golden opportunity, I feel in here. And by acting out of trauma in your your known behavior, which is not coming from a healthy place, if you would act like that in this situation, you might miss out on a beautiful opportunity. But again, more opportunities will come. But this is something that it's really in your energy at this moment. An opportunity that wants to be offered to you, a golden opportunity. So be aware to take your time to feel into that, mainly feel into that, and make sure that you come from a healthy heart space, not from a broken heart space. I want to go a little bit deeper into what is exactly this golden opportunity. Knight of Wands. This is about, it's about a project. One more. Something that you will feel very passionate about. Something that is... It also feels, yeah, and the Three of Cups. Something It's not specific, it's still a collective reading, but it's an opportunity that you feel very passionate about and that really feels like a celebration for you. It's also something with other people, because we have the Three of Cups. There is a sense of community in here also. Community, celebration, working together. There is also an energy in here of mission impossible. So something impossible becoming possible. And it's something that it will spark, it will ignite your enthusiasm, your joy, your passion, your drive, your creativity. It will make you feel very alive in a very positive way. Very alive and very driven, very passionate, very enthusiastic, and joyful with this celebration energy. For some, this has something to do with friendship also, which is pointing to certain connections with other people, also connected in here, also related in here, or in this project, that you will be able to connect with your co-workers in a very on base of friendship, on base of this is a soul connection also that is there. There is a lot of peace in here also. So maybe something that you were struggling with before, or that you are still struggling with, that the divine is now offering you a golden opportunity that will allow you to put some worries to rest. So this is hanging around you. And again, there is this warning from your higher self to get out of your head. Make sure that you make a decision from a healthy heart instead of a broken heart. Big breakthrough for you. Big breakthrough, and very, very protected you are, really. Very protected. I hear very honored in the higher realms. You are very honored in the higher realms. Ten of Wands, you've been through a lot already. So what I also feel in here is this opportunity might also be an opening out of something that is very much burdening you, that is creating stress in your life, that is exhausting you, that is burning you out, that is feeling like a struggle. So there is an opening here to step out of that also, that under it, transition. You are very, very protected. Very protected. Once more, honored, very honored in the higher realms. Okay, my dear, beautiful pile 3. This is what I have for you. I hope this was helpful. I hope you enjoyed the reading. And I'm sending lots of love, lots of light, lots of peace and blessings for each and every one. Hello, beautiful souls, divine beings. Welcome in this lovely space with me. Whomever chose pile 4, I have a message for you. And for you, pile 4, I pulled already a card and some runes. And the card that came out for you is the 5 of Swords with negativity. And then we have Otila in reversed, which is separation, retreat, inheritance. Property is also involved with this rune. We have the blank rune, the unknowable. And then we have Gable, which is partnership, a gift. So for you, pile 4, this is, I pulled these runes and the card to get a feeling into your overall energy. And there is something within you that is causing conflict, or a situation externally that is causing, there is an inner conflict going on within you. And what I feel in here is, or the first thing that I feel in here is, there is some kind of conflict with something that you saw, something that you have seen or are incapable to see. There is something in here which the seeing something is been highlighted here, which is creating conflict. So it's the seeing of or the not seeing of something. We also have the blank rune in here, so I also feel this also with Attila in reversed. There is a sense in here of you have chosen to end something, a cycle, a way of being, a behavior, a relationship, because we also have partnerships in here. You chose to end something, to step out of an old way of doing something. And you, with the blank rune, it's possible you are in this void and you are conflicted by the fact that you don't see where to go, or there is something that you feel you need clarity on, but it's not becoming clear. Or on the other hand, you saw something which has caused you to step away from an old way of doing something, of being, of living, of. But again, the seeing here is very highlighted. What I feel with this seeing also is that your intuition, your clairvoyance, your ability to see the unseen is very present within you, but it might be blocked or it has caused conflict, whatever you saw. For sure, it's causing conflict within you at this moment. There is also an invitation in here to change your perspective, so to see differently on anything that causes or that you judge as being negative, to see, to look at that from a different perspective, to see in there the opportunity instead of the challenge. I also feel in here a drive to act, a drive to move, a drive to mainly act, which might also come from a place of, from an unhealthy place. So an act that comes from a place of negativity, which is a judgment, but it comes from a place of reaction upon something, about something that you saw, that you are now feeling the drive to, I need to act on that. I want to act on that, but it's not coming from the right place. It's not coming from a loving place. So a lot of different messages in here. It's a collective reading, so I'm gonna see what is around you here, because this is within you. Might also be that your gifts, because I do feel strongly in here the presence of clairvoyance, your ability to see in the unseen. It's also possible that you know this about yourself, or that you had already experiences with it before, and that now it has lowered a little, and that it's frustrating you, that you maybe think that you lost it, which is impossible. It's just about trusting and not trying too hard, because it comes naturally from your connection to God, Source, Spirit. It's just about allowing it and not trying to see something or trying to activate your gift. It's about allowance and surrendering to God, Source, Spirit, surrendering to something higher than yourself, which opens everything up for you. You can choose, no? We have free will to choose, and you can choose to say, I want to open this up, but in divine timing. Asking also help and guidance in there, which will do it for you. You just have to make the choice for it. But let's see what is here around you, because I do feel quite some conflict in you present. The conflict might also be that, again, with this action, we have a retreat here also, this retreating or acting. You have access to a lot of wisdom. You have access to a lot of wisdom within your natural state. But when we are in negativity, when we are trapped in negativity, identified with negativity, it also closes down. It's always there, but it's when we are identified with negativity, we are very much in the 3D. We are very much in a dense reality, which narrows the access to higher wisdom. But your access is there. But let's see. I want to pull first something else for you. What is this conflict here? Because I don't get it clear. Justice. For some, this is something you have seen, something that has the seeing again, something that you have seen around you, certain behavior that has happened, and it feels very much unfair to you. You perceive it as being very unfair, and it's creating conflict within you. And you are waiting for justice in a sense, or maybe also with this acting, you want to act to bring justice. But it's, as I feel it in here, it's not up to you to act. We have the Ten of Wands right under it, so this is too much responsibility, taking on too much responsibility, feeling exhausted, feeling burdened by. So again, in here there is this invitation of whatever is weighing on you, surrender that. Surrender to God, Source Spirit, and allow the divine to bring justice into this situation instead of trying to bring justice by yourself, because it doesn't feel that it's up to you to bring justice in here, because you are already so burdened by something. Two of Swords, Two of Cups, and the Devil. And the Lovers. With this relationship, the Gebo that is here, partnerships, the Lovers is here, the Two of Cups is here. For some of you, this is really about a relationship, a love relationship, or someone that you feel very connected to. And within your connection, something happened, you saw something, or there is a third party that is involved, that is not coming from the right place, and it's affecting your inner peace. And you feel you want to act. You feel you want to take justice in your hands according to some toxic behavior, toxic energies. With the Two of Swords that is also here, it's this acting or retreating. And again, your higher self is coming through here with this surrender this. Surrender this to God, Source Spirit. Surrender, I feel more messages in here. It's like for some it's surrender to God, Source Spirit, and completely let it go. For others it's always first surrender to God, Source Spirit, and after this surrendering, while you are inside in a peaceful place, if you feel guided, if you feel inspired to act, then also act. Change what you can, accept what you can't. I also feel in here. But make sure that you are not crossing your own boundaries. We do have the Ten of Wands here. It's very important that in the first place, whatever this situation is, tap in with you. How do you feel? And do you have enough energy? Do you have an overflow out of your own cup to act in this situation, if you feel guided to act? If not, completely surrender it. Because again, the Ten of Wands is here, which is an energy of being exhausted and having too much responsibilities. So it is very present already, which might also create the conflict within yourself, that you feel like, if I would have had, or if I would have more energy, I would be able to act, but I don't have it. So it's creating conflict. But it's okay. It's okay. It's just be honest with yourself. Be just with yourself. And only when you have an overflow, you can give. You can act. All the rest, surrender to God, Source Spirit. Not all the rest, everything in the first place, surrender to God, Source Spirit. And make sure also from there that you refill your own cup from God, Source Spirit, to balance out this Ten of Wands energy that is there. But again, for most of you, I feel your higher self is inviting you to surrender this whole situation to God, Source Spirit. Because also the being busy with it, being busy with the choice, should I do or should I not, it's a 5 of Swords also. It's a lot of mental activity that is also there. And if you are spending a lot of your energy and your time in that mental space, analyzing what should I do, it also takes a lot of your energy. It's not a physical act, but it's eating energy. And the devil is also here. It's a toxic energy. So surrender, I feel here mainly for you, pile 4. Surrender to God, Source Spirit, and make sure that you fill up your own cup, that you nourish yourself daily from the right place, daily, and whenever you feel exhausted, go there. Or do your utmost best to go there. You will feel lighter. It's not easy in the moment that you feel like that, but once you do, you feel more light and you feel more energized. So also for that is an invitation in here. Try to bring some peace into your mental space, because again, there is a lot of activity in your mental space around, according to this. Let me see what is around you here. Woman holding a heart. 44. Community is here. Number 7. The Healer of the Ages on the bottom of the deck. This is a situation that really asks for healing, right? Appreciation is around you also, and adjacent possibilities. 15 and 24 is double 6. This is self-love, self-care in the first place, and I really feel that in here. Your higher self is really pointing you wherever you are, whenever you see this reading, at the first place or in the first place, you. Take care of you in the first place. There is a lot of support around you from people or beings that are coming from the right place. If you don't see that in this specific moment, they will come in, or they are working with you in the unseen world. But there is a lot of loving energy around you. And there are quite a lot of people or beings around you, very much supporting of you. Very much supporting of you, and it feels like they want to come in, but you are like in this moment caged in a sense, by this conflict that is there, which probably creates an experience for you of not, it probably creates for you that you are not able to experience all this loving energy that wants to give to you, to flow to you. But with the Healer of the Ages, there is a a very big invitation in here to heal this inner conflict by surrender. By surrender into God's source spirit. A lot of loving energy around you. And a lot of possibilities also around you. Coming back to the beginning, I don't know anymore how exactly that I said it, but I feel it in here also. It's this, like I say, you are like trapped in a dense perspective according to something here. And you are here, trapped in this dense perspective according to this. And then here is this, all this beauty and all this love that wants to, all these possibilities that wants to align with you. But as long as you are trapped in there, identified with the negativity, with the conflict that is there, it's very difficult to see the portals, to see to see again. It's very difficult to see the portals, to see the doors of opportunity around you. And then I come back to this conflict by not seeing. Conflict by not seeing the possibilities around you, the love that is around you, the tribe that is around you, the loving beings that are around you, the gratitude that is around you, the appreciation that is around you. So not able to see that by the fact that you are identified with something. So step out and surrender. This is not yours to carry. And by surrendering this, you open up, I want to clarify this, but by surrendering this, you open up yourself to experience and to see, to clearly see what is around you. What I also feel in here is that you are feeling the possibilities around you, but you are unable to see them. But they are there. It's just this identifying with the negativity, with this conflict, is it's putting a veil in between the possibilities that are around you. And this is within your own hands. The only thing you have to do is step out of the identification with and surrender. Surrender to God's source spirit, which is the healing of. It's a healing act of self-love. And also, if this, because this also came out, if this is a situation that is happening with someone, with a loved one, or with someone that you feel very connected to, by you taking care of yourself, you are also helping them. Because by embodying self-love, you are sowing seeds for others how to embody self-love, how to take care of themselves. Which again might create this conflict here of I want to help, I want to act, but I need this. I need first to take care of me, which might create conflict because we want to help, but first here, always first here. You cannot give from an empty cup. And by giving to yourself, you are also helping. Never forget that. It's also a great act of helping because you are showing by embodying. You are teaching by embodying. You are helping by embodying. And in this case, it's self-love. Self-love, self-care. And then in there, the act of surrender. Knowing that you are not alone in this, you don't have to carry this. Your guidance is here with you. And again, there is so much positivity around you, so much possibilities. Let me clarify this one like I felt it, because it really feels like the only thing you have to do here is the surrender, the act of surrender, which then opens your awareness for all the beauty that is around you. High Priestess, intuition. And the Hermit, it's that, it's you. Your inner guidance, your inner light, your intuition, Ace of Pentacles, and your connection to God, Source, Spirit. Surrender. That's really the only thing you have to do. Listen to yourself. See yourself. And listen to and act on the guidance that you receive. And in here, it's surrender. Surrender, and then the guidance that you receive according. Like I said before, it's possible when you surrender that you will feel guided after refilling your own cup, that you will feel guided to act in a certain way or to not act in a certain way, which is also a choice, which is also an act. But this is really about you taking care of you. Fill up your own cup, because a lot of beauty is around you, a lot of positivity, a lot of possibilities, beautiful possibilities. There is stability also around you. Listening to yourself. Big message here. Listening to yourself. Listening to and acting upon. Listening to your guidance, listening to your intuition, and acting on it also. Again, not acting is also following that guidance that you receive. We get one more here, and then I'm going to leave you with this. It's interesting because it feels like, also how it's showing up here, it feels like a small thing. But in the same time, it feels very big, which is interesting. And the big thing in here is that if you choose to surrender, this is something that is coming with you from a long time, and I also feel a lot of work been done here already. And for you, it feels like a big thing that is like caging you in. But the small thing is the way out, and the small thing is just your choice of surrendering, which is small compared to the experience of being identified with this dense negativity, with the conflict, being completely in it. But the key, the way out, is so small. And again, with the healer of the ages, the fact that this feels difficult for you can also be related with the fact that this is it's a pattern that you are working through. since a long time, that you also have brought with you from different lifetimes. But the way out is simple. One more I feel here. Sacred geometry and within the eye of the storm. 70 and 106. So we have 2 times 7 here. What I feel here again is this. Your choice. Ascended Masters also. 7 is it's spiritual support. That's how I relate to the number 7. It's again this, it feels very big and at the same time it's very small. It's your choice of, I am within the eye of the storm, but I choose to surrender to something higher than myself. I choose to surrender to God's source spirit, to that divine support, which clears out everything that feels big, that feels heavy, that feels almost impossible. Just by you making the choice to surrender. With the sacred geometry that is coming through here, I also feel your choice of surrendering brings in a lot on many different levels. So the unseen, the divine that is working in your favor in a very big way. And with the sacred geometry, you might feel relating, or you might feel connected to sacred geometry. But if not, it's also just the divine that is working with you on many different levels. Mm. I get an image now of the flower of life here, which is very beautiful also, which is creation, right? So it's like this. Very beautiful. How it's been shown here now is this, your choice of surrendering this situation. It's the choice is like 1.1 seed, the seed of life, the seed that's been put out, which is your choice, and then the divine that is creating the whole flower of life. So it's again this small and very big. A small act which has a big effect of beautiful creation in here. Okay, my dear beautiful pile 4. This is what I have for you. I hope you enjoyed the reading. I hope this was helpful, and I'm sending lots of love, lots of light, lots of peace and blessings for each and every one.